If you guys hear some background noise, I have heaters. It's time for people to get the fuck up and make some money. So please, I want to talk about how you can still be a bum and still level up. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I feel like there are a lot of people who, for whatever reason, are choosing to have a piss poor life. And I'm not understanding. Actually, I think I do have a understanding, and I think it's all mental. I'm thinking as I observe people in life that a lot of people are choosing to be piss poor bums because they feel like there is no more hope for anything else to come about. But it makes sense that when you feel that way, you're only going to get those kind of results. And I see people, you know what? I just thought about. Good morning, Rico. I just thought about how I left my damn iPad in the car before I started this live, so I can even read y'all comments. Which y'all don't even comment on my stuff because everyone think I'm hating on everybody. Everyone for some reason thinks that ever since I came out Republican that I hate black people. I hate everybody but white people, and I don't get why that is the connotation behind me. Like, if you ask me, it may not show in the world, but in my own ether, I think I care about black people and America as a whole more than anybody else. Why? Because I put myself through the ringer to tell these black people, wake the fuck up, level up, stop believing that the best you can be is some food stamps and section 8. Like, you can be whatever you want to be in your wildest dreams, but there are too many people being cop blocked in mental to understand, like, this life that we're living in right now is not the life that we're supposed to just give up on. This isn't the life where you lay down in submission to your fears and then hope with a snap of two fingers that things are just going to change. First of all, anyone can change your life. You can be a bum and change your life. There is no guidance book in the Bible. There is not one page in this Bible that says A, B, C, D, E, F, G of people will be rich, wealthy, and successful, and XYZ of people, meaning black, Mexicans, whoever else that these black people are teaching y'all are oppressed. There's nowhere in this Bible that says black people specifically will be oppressed for all eternal life. And here's my opinion. Here's my opinion. And if black people are oppressed, then if you study the history of how slavery in America went about, I don't care what anybody wants to tell you about white people went over to Africa and got down was chasing around folks like some cattle. In my mind, to anybody who has common sense, that doesn't even make sense for white people to go to Africa where they can catch malaria and all those type of things and sat here and said, "Oh, um, we just gonna take folks and enslave them." The more logical idea sounds like your African leaders sold you off to the whole entire world. I mean, how else do y'all think that Africa became a piss poor country? In my opinion, I would like to call it karma, but logically, they became piss poor because their only commodity was selling off their own niggas, which seems to be a common thing. No matter if we're in Africa or if we're in America, because while I'm sitting here trying to tell black folks, while black folks, rather, let me say it like this: while black folks are trying to sit here and tell me that I'm a Uncle Tom, I'm cocksucking, I'm doing all of this BS to appease white people. Whole time, my message is for you black people that are too fucking lazy and dumb to make something out of yourself, because who wants to literally sit there every single day of their life and be fucking broke? If you want to sit so wherever you are and snort Molly, marijuana, lay down all day, then you might as well just pass away. And I don't mean that like in a vicious way. I don't mean that in a vicious manner, but like if you're not going to contribute to this society in some way, shape, or form, you might as well just pass away, because there is no point of having people around who are not going to be beneficial to the world. If your ideal life is to get the fuck up, spending like shit, not to get a job, not to research about an LLC. I mean, because there's different levels to this shit. I say this all the time. There's different levels to this shit. Anything under my level is considered a bum. Now, does that mean that you're a bum? No, because I'm just using labels. You know, I feel like if people broke out of, well, fuck people, if black people broke out of this whole political arena that they don't know anything about, just voting blindly for Democrats. If black people broke out of that and started having their own mind, I would be more accepted. But I really don't care about acceptance, because please, I've accepted exactly where I am. I've accepted that my life is going to be the shit regardless. I've accepted that I'm going to be wealthy. I'm going to be taken care of. I'm going to look good. I'm going to talk good. I'm going to have great clothes. I'm going to ingest great food. I'm going to live an amazing life, whether niggas accept me or not. And what I'm telling you guys is, you guys need to have that same mentality. If you want to level up, to stop being a bum, you need to have the same mentality that you're going to get whatever the fuck you want to get, despite whatever people are going to say about you. I'm black. I'm gay. A Republican in America. Everybody in the goddamn United States was looking at me crazy. Did I give a fuck? No. But guess what? I have leveled up, and nobody under me. I don't care how much of a liberal you are, how much of a conservative you are. Nobody under my position can tell me what to do. And it's not that I am too like arrogant in my ether to accept what other people have to say, but it doesn't make sense for me to listen to someone who is broke tell me about how to get rich. It doesn't make sense for you guys to be hanging around broke bitches. It doesn't make sense for you niggas to be hanging around broke niggas. Why? Two brokes do not make a rich. So why do you believe that if, you know, I used to think, I was literally talking to, I was in we have a store in the South called Piggly Wiggly, and they also do like deli servings. And I was in the deli getting some food for my mom, and I was talking to this man because he seen how I was looking, and apparently I present myself very well, which I do. And he asked me like, what were my motivations to always want success and to not give up on it, because we're both in this small ass town, population, it seemed like to me 500 people. And I just, what I told him was, I don't understand why, if there are quote unquote 500 people in my town, it's not 500 people. It's probably like 5,000. But if there are 500 people in my town, why would I want to be like the other 499 and be broke and dusty and leveled down? Why would I not want to use all of this brokenness around me to inspire me to say, wow, you know what? I'm going to become wealthy. And I just started identifying the commonalities between them and me. Them meaning the people I'm surrounded by, and me as a sole individual. I'm not talking about no race shit. So the difference between me and these people that I'm around is just the fact that I let my surroundings inspire me to be where I want to be. Even when I was at the lowest of lows in my life, I still had it in my mind that I'm still going to do what the fuck I got to do to get out of every situation I've been in, to lead me into the situation that I'm wanting to get into, because I'm not even where I want to be, please. And if you ever feel like you're comfortable wherever you are, then you might as well just pass away, because you're never going to be comfortable in life. There's always going to be something new to strive for. There's always going to be new love to find, new inspiration, new charity to help people. And you know, like, speaking of charity, do I realize like you can't help A lot of people, yes, I realize 100%. You can't help majority of people. The only help you can give people is the help of some sound words. And thank God, I do have looks because people are more inclined to listen to me simply because of how I look, not even because of what I got to say. But you can't be too charitable to people who are underneath you because you handicap them. You handicap them, and before anything, whether this applies to money, this applies to down being broke, being a bum, whatever it is, people cannot fix themselves or get themselves out their situation if they do not mentally want to do it. If I sat up here and gave somebody on my live stream, somebody on the street, somebody on Facebook, Instagram, all the platforms I be in, if I gave somebody randomly $1,000 and it went to the wrong person, that $1,000 for one person could get somebody whatever it can get someone. I don't even know what $1,000 can get you these days, but that $1,000 can get a single mom or a single father all their bills paid so they can make it to the next year. I don't know. I can give that $1,000 to some junkie to go to goddamn rehab just for them to fuck it up for nothing, because they're gonna come out and still want to be a junkie. And that's the key word. They will not be a junkie. They will want to be a junkie even after the help. So you guys even have to be smart with your charity. The best charity, in my opinion, is just some good advice. And if these people don't take it, you bounce and move on. And have the mind to know that you will get wherever you want to get, despite whatever anyone may have to think or say or believe about you. If you believe the little bullshit that is in your mind, then you will always have a bullshit life. It's Jesus Christ. It's you reap what you sow. It's law of attraction. You put it out, it comes back. You pray to Jesus for money. Well, let me put it like this. You pray to Jesus Christ about money problems, you're going to get money problems. You pray to Jesus Christ about abundance, you're going to get abundance. That just is what it is, because it's not even just your belief system, it's your feelings and your faith about it. If you have feelings and faith about money problems, that is what Jesus is going to honor. So you can be a bum and level up, and it's different for men and women. I hate to say this, it's different for men and women, it's different for straight people and gay people. But the notion of leveling up from being a bum is the same for everyone to a certain extent. Like no one person should be able bodied. What 20? I want to say 21 and up, but life is different. But just because you're 21 or under 25 does not mean that you cannot be a boss. So don't even listen to me. So here we go. I'm not even finna put them stigmas on anybody. I'm not finna limitate anybody. If you're 18 and up, 21 and up, because I started doing YouTube when I was in high school. I was creating a bag before I even graduated high school. So really there's no limit to success. If you're 18 and up, you know, out of your parents' household, which is in America, they say is 18 years old. If you're 18 and up, go chase your fucking dreams. Do not let shit stop you. If you're 18 and up, do not put drugs, fucking sex, friendships, and all of this bullshit as your priority. If you're 18 and up, your only priority is getting your money. That's your only priority. If you're a man, you have no choice but to make money for the rest of your life. And if you're a woman, you only have to work enough just to secure a head over your a place over your head, a home over your head, and to make sure that you have good clothes and good food. And if you're a woman of quality, or if you're a girl who has respected her family to a certain extent, because your family will get you out of whack too. Your family will throw you for a loop. But spiritually, if you've sown great into this world, emotionally, all of that, then you'll always be taken care of. Shit, that's my same walk of life. I've always sown in great energy, so I always knew that I was going to be taken care of, so by any means necessary. So yeah, if you're a man, you have no choice but to work, and you can either go about it two ways. You can get smart, create a business, be an entrepreneur, or you can be a man and be a construction worker, which women shouldn't be construction workers, but I'm not going to get into that. You can still level up if you are a bum. This is what this is. I'm not going to tell people what jobs to work, but you know, nonetheless, you don't have to settle for a life that you do not want, and understand that this life was not meant to be lived a certain way as far as limitations. Energy does not die. If anything, the universe keeps expanding because I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but the energy keeps expanding. So your life should as well. Your mindset should as well. Your income should as well. Every year that you go by, especially especially at the age of 25. Every year that your life goes by after 25, you have to be progressing. If your life is not progressing, I hate to say it, you might as well leave the earth. You might as well leave the earth and convert to spirit, because why? Why are you here? Why are you wasting your life? Why are you wasting? And here's where we are going to care about people for just 1%. What time is it? It's 7:37. Here's where we're going to care about people for just 1%. Think about the legacy you're going to leave on this earth. Think about how your kids will be able to talk about you when you pass away. Do you want your kids to have pride and momentum and drive when they speak to you, when they speak about you to people who may have mutually known you, other family members, or when they reminisce about you to their spouse? What do you want your legacy to be? You want your legacy to be that all you did was smoke Molly, did crack rock, and beg for money at the gas station, and your biggest lick was flipping $20 into $500 at the fucking casino? You want that's what your legacy is? You want your legacy to be that, or do you want your legacy to be that even if you never became shit in this life? And it's like I could cry right now thinking about it, and I'm not even emotional because people are literally wasting their fucking life, and they want me to feel bad for them. Black people want me to feel bad. Whoever wants me to feel bad, that like they want me to feel bad that they're professional victims. And that's why I pull my shit together, because no one felt bad for me when I was a professional victim as a fucking liberal. No one gave a fuck. No, people really only gave a fuck about me because I looked good. That's really it. And if we're not gonna acknowledge pretty privilege, you guys are in a delusion, because being hot does get you a lot of places. So you guys don't even care to damn even put yourselves together to even look like, if you walk past a store that says not hiring, at least you can give it your best foot forward and say, boom, I'm finna go for this job because I look good right now for it. You know, you could be a bum and level up. That's all I'm trying to tell you. No matter what level in life you are in, you can rise. And when you hear people like me say it's levels to this shit, understand that we all started at level zero, and that there's a pride that comes with being disarticulate. There's a pride, but I'm understanding that if people want to be like me, if people want to be successful, and people want to be articulate, whatever, please understand that there are certain decisions I've made since forever that have cultivated me into who I am, because I knew since I was a child that I was going to be something. That's why I'm not going to say that you guys have to be a certain age to start thinking that you can level up. As soon as you are about to leave your mama house, you need to be thinking about leveling up. Before you even as soon as you hit high school, you need to be thinking about leveling up. And that sounds like a lot of pressure, but these bitches in China are doing it. Our smartest of smarts in America are doing it. Why would you handicap yourself? Why would you pick up drugs in high school and start smoking weed and drinking liquor? Okay, you had sex in high school. Okay. I won't go in on that. But to anybody, please tell these young folks that do not have sex in high school. As a matter of fact, try to stay away from sex as long as possible, because the quicker you have sex, the moment you activate that damn demon, you want to fuck like a jackrabbit and you will not want to stop. Not everyone has the mind like I do to have sexual constraint and to not succumb themselves to sex demons. Them sex demons had a hold of me. I ain't gonna lie, they had a hold of me at one point, but I've leveled up. I've grown. I've gotten older. I think once I hit 25 is when like I involuntarily entered a life switch, and it wasn't because I wanted to, but the life I was trying to elevate into was not matching my mindset. Like I couldn't have wanted an amazing life, but still thinking that I was oppressed and can't be anything with my life. So, nonetheless, I left my computer in the car. How cold does it look out there? It still looks very cold. So I'm just gonna leave it in the car. So I'll try to. I'm on my phone right now, and I see you guys have been commenting, and thank you guys for commenting because the last few times I've been going live, it's like nobody been popping up, but it's fine. I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm going to disappear for a minute because I need to get my computer actually, because I can't even try to act like I'm finna read this screen. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. Where are my keys? Where are my car keys? I'm coming back. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Shoot, I got places to be. I said I might well warm the engine up too. All right, let me get to the comments and then I'm gone. Cause please, I have things to do. So let that inspire you guys. If you ain't got nothing else to do today, but lay up, apply for a job. If you got weed money, if you got Molly money, if you got hibachi money, because addiction comes in a whole bunch of different ways. Addiction can be drugs, addiction can be food, addiction can be mental illness. And when I mean like mental illness addiction, I mean like you guys are purposely attracting bad vibes into your mind. Why? So, my bad, y'all. I just did the dash trying to get to this. I don't know why I didn't have this ready before, but that's the whole point of the live stream, to be able to connect with the comments. Okay, so Rico, I definitely want you on my podcast so we can discuss this finally. That would be hot. Someone said facts. You kind of cute, kind of cute. Let me tell you something about kind of cute. You can call me kind of cute, but in my world, I'm the hottest thing in Alabama. Um, People don't know how to break generational curse. Right. They're stuck. And that's why I say, like, the generational curse, in my opinion, it isn't nothing physical. The generational curse is what is it called? I think like epigenetics or something like that, where I want to say epigenetics is, I don't know. I could be wrong. I ain't even gonna get my low power mode just came on. I'm not even gonna get into epigenetics, but from my understanding, someone Google it. Epigenetics means that, I don't know. I keep trying to explain it to y'all, and I don't know, but I feel like it ties in because this generational curse seems as though it's something mental that's being passed down physically, from generation to generation. How is something mental passed down physically? Because we have parents who believe in oppression, and we have parents who believe that we have to work twice as hard. We have to work twice as hard. Colored people have to work twice as hard. We believe that white people are the enemy. I don't know. And then how does that manifest physically? It manifests physically because you're taking all of those beliefs that anger you, and you're chastising and you're traumatizing your children. Every time you put that belt on them, are you whooping them because they're bad, or are you whooping? Or matter of fact, let's rearrange my mind like this: are you whooping your children because they're bad, or are they bad because of your lack of belief into a better life? Are they bad because you believe in oppression? So now you're unknowingly oppressing your children, and through this child being oppressed, they're gonna start doing oppressed shit. Smoking drugs, skipping school, having sex, fucking out the ass. Men are not even being men anymore. These men want to fucking lay up and down, twinkle their toes around. What the fuck? And then these bitches want to go around and goddamn suck on twinkle toes. Men are not out here getting trades, helping their grandmas build their backyards, whatever, whatever. They want to pick up Molly and a Lil Uzi Vert album, a Playboy Cardi album, whoever fucking album, and say this is the life. And then these women want to chase up behind them, get pregnant by them, and a whole generational curse. A whole generational curse, baby. Exactly. A whole generational curse. It's a mind thing, and it truly manifested into reality and physically. Now your kids ain't shit. Now your kids ain't shit. Now it might take your kids to finally say, which would be like someone like me, to finally say, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want my life to go down like this. If what led us here is generations of thinking that we ain't shit, we gotta work twice as hard, I might as well not even go to college because it's not gonna work out for me anyway. I might as well not be an entrepreneur because who gonna buy from me? And really, it's hard being a black entrepreneur because black people want to talk about oppression, yet they spend $3,000 at Dolce and Gabbana, but won't spend $300 for home good essentials curated by a black person. We spend $300 for a pair of, I don't even know who owned Polo, but I'm pretty sure it's a white person. And I don't give a fuck about that as long as I don't think Polo American. As a matter of fact, I have to say we need to stop talking about buying black, bitch. Let's buy American. How about that? But all I'm saying is y'all are going to miss out on life and die a bum if you don't change your mindset and believe that you can level up. How do you level up? I said it in my last live stream. Get a job. Apply. Get some income. DoorDash. You ain't even got to work a conventional job. DoorDash. Do some surveys. And then what? Don't worry about sex. Stop worrying about sex. Stop worrying about relationships. Sex, relationships, new clothes. Okay, I'm a Libra, so I'm always look nice. But I've worked hard to get to where I'm at. You know how much mental, and that's all I feel like life truly is all mental. If you can mentally like work through the kinks of life, then all of the major hard stuff is worth it. It's worth it. Cause I've been through a lot of traumatizing things, but they were all worth it. Like it was literally worth it because I wouldn't be who I am now. I wouldn't think how I think now. And even when I thought I was thinking like my best, 20 when I was 25 and back, like I still acknowledge the fact that I was making the best decisions I could make, considering I had no family guidance, considering that my mom worked at night. So I was basically just by myself all day. I was in school. I saw my mom for a few hours when she would cook, and then she would go work her night job. It would just be me and my sister. And my black side don't fuck with me. So I mean, and my Filipino side across the world. So it's like I honor the fact that through my circumstances, I've still applied the change that, or I still became the change that I wanted to see. And I'm still not even the change. Like, I'm still not even the change. So yeah, you could be a bum. Don't sit here and think that all you have to do in life is just lay down in submission to your problems. You don't have to fuck with them hating friends. You don't have to fuck with your hating family. You don't have to fuck with these hating liberals. These same people who tell you, oh, Black Lives Matter and oh, LGBT, HGTV television, all of this, be the same people to talk shit about you. Now, and not saying like if I go to these conservative conventions and make conservative friends, like, oh, only conservatives are the true good people. But who would you trust? Would you trust somebody with your kids, especially let's put the kids into it? Are you gonna trust a Christian Republican who's about their money, don't need you for nothing, don't gotta hate on you, don't gotta finesse you, don't gotta steal from you, don't gotta find out your cash app, your social security number, your none of that. Don't gotta figure out none of that. Or you gonna trust your child with a liberal who think white people is oppressing you, black people are oppressed, uh you can only be so far in life. You need food stamps, Section 8, all of that. Who you gonna trust? Just off real. Cause a lot of black people love to say, I'm a coon and I'm dumb. But a lot of these black people ain't even got $1. They don't even got $1 to even sit here and help the people who are trying to advance the black community. Where's my example again? We got 300 for Polo, but we don't got 300 for Jerome. We got $10 for Marie Callender's, but we don't even have $25 for a rib steak surf and turf, even though it's out the kitchen. But it's some black entrepreneurs everywhere, and y'all don't even spend y'all money on them. They on Facebook asking for discounts. They on Facebook asking for damn. Can y'all please shop with my business? Please fuck with my business. I know y'all got the money. Cause y'all just spent 300 on Polo. Y'all just spent 300 on shoes. Y'all got Ferragamo belts, but y'all don't have $20 to support your local black friend who you want to see win. But Black Lives Matter. So that's all I gotta say. Google says epigenetics. Thank you. Someone actually Googled it for me. Epigenetics is a study of how your behavior and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. Yes, the world can change you so deeply. Yes. And you just have to remain unscathed and understand, like, if you're not where you want to be in life, it's simply because think about the people who are where they want to be in life. You think they just got there just sucking dick, unless they do OnlyFans, but that's not gonna last. Come on. You can be a bum and level up. And I think another reason why I wanted to do this live is, like, even people in my community and people in my area are looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking at me like, they would rather hate on me. And I'm like, why are y'all hating on me? I mean, in a true realistic world, I get why people gonna hate, because when you do better and you level up, people gonna hate on you. And hating is only a translation of somebody wanting what you have and they don't. So that's why people tell you don't worry about haters. But it's like, all that time you're gonna spend hating on somebody who's putting in the work to get theirs, you could just go get yours. Like, if I sat on here just hating on any and everybody, I wouldn't be sitting here right now trying to inspire somebody. I would just be on here hating on somebody. That's why even when I got into politics and political commentary, I didn't want to get too deep into, like, slandering celebrities and shit like that, because it's like, I don't want to come off no hater. Like, I may not agree with how you got your money, but shit, I'm gonna get mine too, but I don't have to do it through you, because I don't want people looking at me hating on me, and all they can do is just say, well, help me. Because I say this all the time, you'll get much further in my life if I fuck with you than you would if I don't fuck with you. Like if I don't fuck with you, period, you ain't gonna find out nothing. Only way you'll be able to be my friend is if you watch me on YouTube, baby, or you get on Facebook, on Instagram, or TikTok, and catch me posting on any of those platforms. Them the only times you gonna. That's the only time you gonna ever be feel like we're friends. But if you want to learn some information from people, you can't hate on people who have what you want. That don't make sense. And I'm not saying like I can disagree about the way it got, but I don't care either way because what other people have, I don't have. What other people eat doesn't make me poo poo. So yeah. So that was my quick message for everyone. They are simply lazy and want handouts. It's all about divine timing and gratitude. Exactly. It's all about understand that there is a time. But let me tell you this too now. Let me tell you guys this too about time. Because I feel this way. I ain't going to lie. When when things ain't going on the time that you want, baby, that means that it's something you need to do to speed it up. And if there are things that's happening in my life that I don't agree with, baby, and it's upsetting me, and I know the only gap between me and whatever I want is simply just time, then you know what your challenge is? Not to sit there on your ass sitting here saying, yep, God gonna figure it out. Yep. God figured it out when he created you, baby. God figured it out when he made you, because you are a piece of Jesus. You came from Jesus. You are a piece of Jesus. He figured it out when he made you. And he know that you can tap into it to figure it out quicker. Quicker. Not to just figure it out, because you'll get it. But do you want it quicker? Because I'm still in my 20s. And I don't want to be 40, 50, 60 years old trying to relive my 20s. No, I want to live everything that I can live right now and still be as successful as I can be. So, yes, Rico, you're right. It's all about divine timing. And when, the opportunity presents itself and you seize it. But sometimes you have to create the opportunity. You can't just wait for the opportunity. You have to create the opportunity. And if you create the opportunity and it doesn't get to you faster, whatever you're trying to close the gap to from whatever you want, then you can kick back and say, well, I did all I could do. I tried as hard as I can try. In my world, I never really feel like I've tried as hard as I can try. In my world, I never really feel like I gave it my all. I feel like even when I give something my all, there's still more that can be done, you know? And so I agree, divine timing, but don't waste all your time. Don't waste all your time sitting around in limbo talking about divine timing. Most of the time, the things that you want, you can go get it and or create it yourself. Divine timing in my world simply just means like not necessarily closing the gap from whatever that you desire, because this is you and these are your dreams, and this is what I call the gap and closing the gap. Divine timing in my mind isn't really about closing the gap. Divine timing is more about as soon as whatever it is that you got to do hits your brain, finally hits your brain. And I feel like that's the divine timing, because then with that divine timing of whatever that the answers you're looking for, you have to put it in action. And if you don't put in action, the gap can be like this. But if you put in the action to really speed things up, you can get it and be done. That's why I was like, I would never struggle in my life for nothing, because if I really want something, if I really, really want it, I will go get it with no issue, with true 100% confidence, because in my mind, I mentally know I'm set up to do that. Oh shit. My phone just gave me the 10% warning. But yeah, in my mind, I know that I'm able to get anything that I want. So yeah. Something that I do believe is divine, I think God's grace is divine. If we want to talk about divine things, I think God's grace is divine, and I believe in divine timing, as in, or rather, divine interaction, meaning when you pass people or when you come across people in real life that you could not avoid, and it was needed to be God needed you to cross this person for whatever reason, and you just have to be smart. I do believe in divine interaction because I made my bestest of friends. I made goddamn divine interaction is a thing now. If you got gifts, you can use them, or else they're useless. Exactly. That's why I say, if you're gonna just sit on your ass all day and not create no kind of dream, not put forth no front, then you might as well just pass away. And people may feel like, oh, Ron, you mean for saying that. I don't care. If you're useless, you might as well just go away and create room for brilliant minds. Create space for brilliant minds. We don't need no more goddamn bums on the street. We don't need no more junkies, no more mollies, no more ecstasy pills. We don't need no more. We need a balance of Democrats and liberals. We do need a balance because you can't have too much of everything. But as far as like this Section 8 balance, hell no, we don't need that. We don't need food stamps. We don't need, I mean, what we do need, what Americans seem to do need right now is a stimulus check. Is a stimmy. I don't need a stimmy. I got stimmies as soon as I hit the fucking door. But I don't need a stimmy. But there are a lot of people who need a stimulus check. And why aren't y'all getting it? Why is y'all President Joe Biden not sending y'all a stimulus check? We got billions of dollars sending. We sending billions of dollars to help Ukraine fight Russia, which they're never going to win. It's all just a money grab. We got American money being sent by the billions overseas. Meanwhile, we got millions of people, what, 300 something million people in America who could use a little sprinkle of them billions. Because just because in my own ego and ether and level, I don't need it, does not mean that I don't recognize that there are people under me who don't need it. And there are things from people above my level who are fucking millionaires and billionaires who have what I need. And what do I need? I need a private jet. I need a $1 million mansion. I need a G-Wagon, a Rolls-Royce Cullinan. I need a lot of food, a lot of money. I need all of that. I need it. And Jesus will deliver because I just spoke it. So maybe if you guys speak a stimulus check to Joe Biden, he may cut y'all one. Because this little $150, $100 they sending to everybody in Alabama, that's barely a phone bill with Verizon. So nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. Share this video, subscribe, like, follow me on other platforms. If you guys have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, I'll put all that information in the caption, but it's all Ron VUGGOTTA. It's easy to find me. And hold on, I'm trying to make sure. Who was in here? Rico and Jack. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. Stay positive, stay focused, and do not let these people fucking dumb your beliefs down. With that being said, I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.